Okay, so we're recording. That's always good. Right, let's see if we can go live on Facebook and we can tell everybody about Declutter Home course. Okay, I don't want to be on my timeline. We'll try for my page. Should we see if it works? Let's see. Have a look. We'll find out.
It might tell me on my phone if you've
I
gone
can't
live.
even see you now, so we're doing right well here.
It's being live streamed.
Yeah, but I can't see you.
Oh.
That doesn't help me.
It says we're being live streamed.
It does say we're being live streamed, but now I can't see you and it says it's not working. So it says it does not support it. Oh, I can see you. Right, so we probably are being live streamed. Let's have a look. I'm just going to hear myself talking now and I'm going to hate every minute of it. It's going to be horrendous.
I'm just trying to find you on my phone.
We're there. Oh, are we there? Oh, we are. Right, I'm going to close it down because I don't want to hear myself. Right, just going to take 10 minutes out of your day and 10 minutes out of Celeste's lunch break, sorry Celeste, to have a quick chat about the Declutter Home course, because Celeste did the first version of the Declutter Home course, which was what, 2 years ago now. So you were my little guinea pigs, weren't you? You did the
like being guinea pigs.
You were my little guinea pig. So do you want to just tell everybody where you were and what made you join the course in the first place?
So I've been following you since you set this business up. And I've been inspired massively, done loads of bits of decluttering, and was seeing small bits of progress. There was less stuff in the house. Yeah, there was less stuff, but it didn't feel organized still. It was still a mess. And I thought, right, if I just do the course and do it in a methodical way, it might just get me on track and get everything sorted. So that's why I signed up for it, because I thought I just need that kick up the bum to get it all.
I think that's
understand things better.
What it gives you is that it's that plan, isn't it? It's that methodical work through. Now, because you were on the first course, I don't know how many weeks it was, but you guys didn't get any implementation time, did you?
No, we didn't.
This course and the previous one of the feedbacks that you gave me was, we want a bit more time in between the modules so we can actually catch up and get stuff done. Now, I will tell everyone it's an 11-week course. It isn't going to transform your entire home in 11 weeks. So a lot of people be like, well, what's the point in doing it then? Like, what did you get out of the course? Like, what did you like about it? What did it give you?
So I'll be honest, I'm still decluttering. I'm still on my journey.
To be honest.
But the progress I've made since doing the course is massive. I can quite happily invite people into my house now without a panic. Our kitchen, I think one of the things during the course, I concentrated massively on the kitchen because it was the bit that was sort of, I don't particularly go in, I do go in there. I don't cook, my husband does the cooking, but he gets really, really stressed out by how messy it was and how much stuff there was. And it wasn't terrible, but it was, we've not got much workspace. So any workspace we do have is valuable. So I really concentrated on getting things organized in the kitchen and decluttering and just sorting everything out. And the kitchen is still great. It's
still work. You've got those strategies and systems to keep on top of it. And
we reorganized things. We realized that actually we did need another shelving unit. We got rid of so much stuff, but now my husband's the one who he does the cooking, he puts things away, but he is not at all tidy. He probably has ADHD, and it's really easy for him to do now. It's not stressful for him when he goes in and does the kitchen. So because I've done that, it's impacted on him massively. So the house, just generally, everything's much calmer because cooking isn't a massive stress anymore. But then I've started working on other bits of the house as well, because I can see the impact it's made there, because of the way we worked through it with the course and did it really organized in a sort of that methodical way. I'm now, I mean, I think the only room, our bedroom desperately needs doing, but I need to decorate, and that's where my husband is most of the time, so that's an issue getting him out of there. And the living room is a constant where I am now. It's mostly because all the stuff that I declutter ends up here until it goes to the charity shop. So there's always a pile in the corner. But my son's room's fine, my daughter's room's fine, the kitchen's fine. Things just flow much better.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I've been talking to people this week about when I've been chatting over the phone about whether it's the right thing or not, is one of the main things is each person's got their own kind of like nemesis. Like for one person, it might be paper. For someone else, it might be clothes. For you, was the kitchen that you really wanted to get sorted out. And that's what the course will allow you to do. So you can't, each week is a different module, but you will concentrate on the modules that are the most important, and the rest will be there in the background. You'll be learning, and you can watch back at a later time if you need to. So the information's still there, but you don't get behind, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how it worked for you.
Yeah, and because I've done it and I know all of that stuff, it's snowballed really. So yes, I'm still on sort of still doing things, but it's things like I got somebody to do the garden a few weeks ago, and I've been talking about doing that for 3 years. And that's been the bane of my life. So it's given me confidence to just think, right, I can't do that. I need to do something else instead. And that was the issue with the garden. I couldn't do it. And eventually it was like, I just need to admit I can't do it and get somebody else to help.
Let it go.
Whereas in the house, I can do things myself. And it's like, right, okay, what can I do with this? So yeah, it's been brilliant.
Do you feel that it's given you the lifelong skill now that maybe was missing before?
Yeah, definitely. Things don't seem as daunting now because it's in smaller chunks. Whereas before, when I'd look at a room and think, oh, it was just so daunting trying to do it, so I didn't bother. But it's also helped my kids, not so much my son yet, we're still working on him, but my daughter, years ago, I'd bought the Marie Kondo, the comic book version of Marie Kondo, and so she read through that. But now, when we're doing the kitchen, she'll do the kitchen. So she hates drying up. So instead of drying up, she'll sort a cupboard out because she's got those skills now as well, because she's seen me doing it and we've done it together. So it's this cascade effect. It's brilliant. I just need to get my son and my husband on board.
I think it's, for me, generational wise, is that my parents and grandparents probably didn't know how to do it, and now I know that I've passed on that skill to my daughter. I'm not saying that a bedroom isn't sometimes a mess, because it absolutely is, but the difference is putting things back is a lot easier when you're just putting things back in a home as to working out, instead of figuring out where to shove things out the way or hide things. It's a lot easier to do.
Yeah, my daughter's room's regularly a mess, but at least once a week it's tidy. Because she knows how to do it. She just doesn't bother in the meantime. I mean, my mum she's like a whirling dervish. She's brilliant. Her house is immaculate. But I think because it was immaculate, we didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, because she did it for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's just hard work when you've got 2 jobs and 2 kids and everything else. It's just finding the time. But this, like I said, because it's all broken down into sections.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, is about the time.
Doable.
A lot of people are worrying about the time and the money of investing in the course. So worrying about that, I can totally understand. I just want to get your take on it, really.
Time-wise, it's sort of an hour. Is it still an hour?
Yeah, it is still an hour. Yeah.
So it's an hour during the week. So we did it at tea time or just after tea, when you tend to be sitting down not doing anything anyway. And then, like I said, we didn't have that implementation week that you've put in, but now that that's there as well, you've got more time during the week to catch up. But even if you've not, you still know all the stuff. So you've got that time forever and you keep working on it forever. Money wise, well, I did the Declutter Your Finances course as well.
I would say you did the Declutter Finances course, but also you've had quite a few wins because of your decluttering that have made things a little bit easier. Yeah,
I mean, I've managed to, because I've been getting rid of things, I've managed to persuade my husband to sell things. When I did the Declutter My Finances course, the stuff that I learned from that, I saved so much money in such a short amount of time just by cancelling things and stuff like that. But yeah, just getting rid of things and finding gift vouchers. I didn't have to pay for my Christmas shopping. It was great. I got so much vouchers. I've still got so many vouchers, but I'm getting better at spending them. I know where they are. It's trying to remember to take them with me when I go shopping. But the other thing is, I don't need stuff. So I'm not buying as much. So it's hard to spend them because I only buy things that I actually really, really want.
So that's a big mindset shift as well for a lot of people that have done the course. They've all said, I don't just buy stuff just to cheer myself up anymore. I don't spend for the sake of it. I don't pick things up just because. I put things back now because actually I think, actually I don't want this anymore.
I walk around the middle aisles of Aldi and don't buy anything. It's quite scary.
Right, okay.
The other thing I do, I put stuff in my shopping basket, or I make a list as I'm going through the month. And if at the end of the month, when next payday comes, I can remember what's on that list, then I can justify buying it. If I can't remember it, then I don't need it.
Need it. That's a good plan. There you go. A little tip for you all. I know I'm only going to keep you like 1 more minute, just because I know you're really busy and you're on your lunch break. So have you got any advice for anyone who's thinking of doing the course?
I'd say really do it, because it did make such a difference. And say, I've been following your page for years and I've been doing bits, but it's since doing the course that I've made massive inroads and things have changed so much. The house just feels so much calmer, because I mean, I'm never going to be minimalist. I have lots of stuff. I've got robots and everything on my fireplace, but
that's your home. That's how it should be, isn't it? Oh, I think we've lost you, or I've lost, or I'm lost. Don't know which one it is. Could be my internet, could be yours. You still there? Oh, it could be my internet. Let's have a look.
hello.
I told you, tech is not being my friend today. So
I think it was you that froze and I was still talking away.
you froze to me and I was like, I don't know who it is, and then it disappeared and I was like, oh, it was me then. My internet is wonderful. Yeah, so sorry, I kind of like missed where you're at. So basically, I think to really finish up, it's a case of, if you can afford it, give it a go. You save money in the long run. You'll have an actual concrete plan to follow, which will, instead, yes, you could absolutely stay in the free group, do pockets and bits, and you will get there eventually. If you want to get there quickly or more methodically and do it properly, fully, then the course is the way to do it, basically. That's do you kind of agree with?
Definitely, because I mean, even say I concentrated mostly on the kitchen, but there were other little bits around the house, like daft things like the Welsh dresser, and
so, right,
just having that always tidy. Is it going again?
Going again.
Oh, no.
It's like,
it's great. Everybody should do the course. It's fab.
There we go. And we'll end on that. Thank you so much for coming in, Celeste. I really appreciate it. If anybody has got any questions to ask, please just pop them in this thread and me or Celeste will answer them. I'm sure she'll be happy to give her take on it, because she will be totally honest. I've not paid her to do this. I'm not bribing her in any way. So yeah, please do. So I'm going to let you go and get your dinner. Right. And okay.
Lovely to speak to you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.